Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Rail Yard. Ted Keefe here for Rails TV. Just want to welcome you all into our JV contest featuring the Rails and the Raiders. There will be no broadcast of the color commentary and play-by-play for this game, but you'll be able to watch it and hear the sights and sounds here inside the Rail Yard. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the game, and we'll be back with you right before the start of right before the start of the varsity game.
down. Good hit.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Rail Yard. Ted Kiefit here, just getting ready for our varsity broadcast. But in between the JV and the varsity, we'll be having our 2021 senior night. So enjoy that until we come back. It'll be the Rails versus the Raiders. Varsity 1-5 versus 1-5. So sit tight and enjoy.
Good evening, everybody, and especially this year's seniors and their parents. Tonight, we're honoring our seniors who have put in so much work and dedication over their playing careers. This year has been hard on everybody, but these seniors have kept a positive attitude and outlook on everything, including this season. These young men's dedication to improving shows every day at practice and in games, so that they are great role models for our underclassmen. Ever since 9th grade, they were the first ones into the gym and always helping each other out and volunteering to do whatever needed to be done. We are very lucky to have these players with us every day, and they make it the highlight of the day for everyone in the gym. So first, we have our 3 senior managers, Nathaniel Onken, Hunter Bodine, and Brady Zupek. They have been great managers for us this season, and we can always rely on them to do whatever we need done. Thank you, boys. Our first senior is Sage Henderson, accompanied by Kelly Grusendorf, Jim Grusendorf, and Murdoch Henderson. After this year, Sage plans to attend UMD or Minnesota. Sage's favorite memory from his playing career is Reese Pinney. Thank you, Sage. Next, we have 2 seniors, Dominic and Nick Jahola, accompanied by parents Trish and Ron Jahola. It says Rob, but whatever. After school, Nick plans to start a career in the trades, and Dom plans to join the Army National Guard. Nick's favorite memory is going from the JV bench to starting on the varsity last season, while Dominic is playing in a tournament in Ashland and staying at the hotel after. Thank you, Nick and Dom. Next up, we have senior Evan Chikulski, accompanied by Kelly Chikulski, Jen Gilbert, and Gordy Gilbert. After this year, Evan plans to attend Lake Superior College and become an electrician. Evan's favorite memory from his playing career is Sage hitting the game winner against Hibbing. Thank you, Evan. Next, we have Reese Pinney, accompanied by parents Mark and Shirley Pinney. After this year, Reese plans to attend UMD and major in electrical engineering. Reese's favorite memory is playing at UMD in the playoffs. Thank you, Reese. Up next is one of our senior captains, John Warner. He is accompanied by parents Tom and Tiffany Warner. John plans to go to college to learn important things. John's favorite memory is playing summer tournaments where he would just play Duluth East 3 times. Thank you, John. Lastly, we have our other senior captain, Owen Brenna, accompanied to the court by Chad and Becky Brenna. After high school, Owen plans to attend a 4-year school for accounting or financial management. Owen's favorite memory is getting up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday and driving to Wrenshall, only to play the Proctor White team. Thank you, Owen. Thank you to all these seniors and their parents for the constant support and encouragement they have brought to this program and to their sons. Thank you.
So that was the 2021 senior night here for boys basketball live from the rail yard. The clock has started ticking. We have 20 minutes till tip off. And at about 7 minutes or so, we'll come back, myself along with Chad Brenna, and we will bring you some stats and items for tonight's game, and then we'll get ready to go live as we'll have in-house PA treat.
research very well, and I chose Heritage Window and Door. They install the windows, take the old windows out. They had a good reputation. Plus, they had renewal by Anderson. My window consultant was Jerry, and he was so patient and kind.
Who will our next generation be? What will they achieve? At Proctor Public Schools, we see great things in the future as we create an environment to educate, engage, and inspire our students to seek adventure, gain knowledge, and make a difference. What do we see in the next generation? We see greatness. Proctor Public Schools. Don't just plan to graduate. Graduate with a plan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into the Rail Yard. Ted Kiefit and Chad Brennan for tonight's matchup featuring the Raiders from Greenway High School and our very own Proctor Rails. Good evening, Coach. How are you?
Good. Cold out.
Yeah, I hear that. You know, I haven't been outside in a little while, but I do hear that it is a little breezy, if you will.
It's fresh.
Fresh.
It's fresh, yeah. No better place to be tonight than in a gym.
Than indoors. Absolutely. Fans, I hope you understand that why we had our sponsor list up is because without our sponsors, we're not able to bring you these broadcasts and have the equipment to do so. And at this time, we want to make sure that we thank our sponsors, the Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic, Art, and Athletic Development, Irving Community Club Polling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies up on Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Door, Superior, Wisconsin, Woodis Trailer Sales, ESCO, Stream Dudes, the Rob and Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, Troy Service Center, Main Street, Proctor, Ideology Concepts with 5 locations, Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville. Want to thank Dane Oman and also Carly Gloss for being here, our students, as again, we are a student-run program. So thank you to them for being here to help out. And Coach, we got a battle of 1 and 5s.
We got a battle of 1 and 5s. They share one common goal or one common thing, and they both have their lone victory against Mesabi East.
And when you look at that victory against Mesabi East, you know, if you look at it just for what the score is, if you weren't here when the Rails took on Mesabi East a few weeks ago, you know, you would kind of think, okay, this is going to be somewhat lopsided. But, you know, as we were talking, you know, we had a big lead that we let get away.
Yeah, you know, that was, you know, game 2, I think game 2 of the year. You know, so they're still getting used to playing in mass. They came out real sluggish in the second half. The guys all looked like they were kind of sucking a little bit of wind, and, you know, they held on for the win, and that's really all that's important. But, you know, this should be a very, very competitive game tonight.
Absolutely. And, you know, as they come in, the thing I notice, there's 2 things I noticed with Greenway. One, very short bench.
Very short, and they have a man-child down there.
They do. That was the other thing I noticed. Number 24, that's J.J. Hall.
He is a big boy.
Yeah, you know, you talked about when you came in, you said a man-child, and I said, my goodness, look at the calves. He's got Popeye calves.
Yeah,
and if you remember the original Popeye movie with Robin Williams, he's got Popeye calves.
Those are big.
Yeah, they are. Well, right now, I think we're going to get ready to turn it over to in-house PA Teresa Nyberg, who will do our creed, our anthem, and our lineups, and we'll be back with the Troy Service Center lineup right after that.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Proctor Public Schools, good evening, and welcome to the Rail Yard for tonight's regular season matchup featuring the Raiders from Greenway High School and your very own Proctor Rails. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come together for tonight's game, we'd ask that you please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we have a moment of reflection for our past and present military men and women serving here at home and abroad. After the moment of reflection, we'll have the playing of our national anthem. Fans, Proctor High School encourages positive sportsmanship and behavior at their activities. Please encourage players and coaches with positive comments and acts, and respect the decisions of the game officials. What you do and say during the contest reflects on your team, school, and community. Enjoy the game by being a good sport. This time we will introduce the starters for your Greenway Raiders. First, starting 9th grader, a guard, number 41, Israel Hartman. A sophomore, forward, number 33, Holden Roan. Sophomore, forward, number 24, JJ Hall. Junior guard, number 2, Grant Hansen. And senior guard, number 1, Weston Smith. The head coach of the Raiders is James Early. Now let's meet the starters for your Proctor Rails. Starting for the Rails, number 2, senior, Dom Jahola. It should be Dom, right? So it should be number 3, Dom Jahola. Sorry about that, Sage. So number 3, Dom Jahola. Number 5, Reese Pinney. Number 24, John Werner. Number 33, Nick Jahola. And number 50, Owen Brenna. The head coach of the Proctor Rails is Colt.
So there you have it. We have the Troy Service Center starting lineup. It looks like this. Oh, I see that whoever put this up today decided to leave Hawks in there instead of Raiders. So as we talk about that, let's get that fixed right away because we are playing the Raiders, not the Hawks. So there we go. And our starting lineup is Smith, Hansen, Hall. What did I say? Roan and Hartman for the Raiders. For the Rails, Jahola, Penny, Warner, Nick Jahola, who was injured during football this last year, broke his leg, and they have a deal that they're going to allow him to get in and get a basket here. So we'll see how that goes. And then also number 50, Owen Brenna.
And that's very classy of the Greenway program. And, of course, the assist comes from his brother. Why wouldn't it?
So there's that as we got through those starting lineups, and we're going to give that a big standing ovation as number 33, Nick Jahola, gets that basket, gets that out of the way, gets the first 2 points tonight, and we give him a rousing round of applause as here on senior night we get to have that happen here. So thank you to Greenway and their fans for allowing that to happen because that's a big deal in a senior's career when he was going to be one of the captains this year or one of the leaders on the floor this year.
Yeah, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, Ted. Right now I'm a little teary-eyed.
Absolutely. I think it is a very cool thing that just took place. Yeah, especially in a day and age of just constant, it's about the win, it's about the win, it's about the win.
Yep, and you know, that just shows what kind of coach Early is from Greenway, and exactly there with Coach Lipinski too.
Right.
You
what they did is they
just run down the floor and you do it too.
Yep. So they gave it back with Hall getting 2, and they just basically said, "All right, now we're back at 0. Let's go to work."
Yep. You know that's very classy by both coaches, and you know, good for them.
Absolutely. So now here's Chikolsky into Brenna. Brenna's looking for help. Hall defensively gives it off to Chikolsky. Chikolsky for the 3 and can't get that to fall, but right there, John Warner for the board. Oh, those long arms of Hall. That's going to be a test all night with Brenna.
That was Warner that just got it ripped away from him there, but yes, you are right.
I mean, body-wise. Body-wise.
He's going to earn dinner tonight.
Yes, he is. So this is Hansen now, top right side. Gives it off to Smith. Smith back to Hansen. Now Hansen brings it up to the top side of the key. Going to reset, calling out what he's looking for, gives it off. That's 41 Hartman. Back to Smith.
And from what I remember of Hartman last year, he could shoot.
Yes, he can. This is Hansen, tries to hit the three, can't get it to fall, but there is Hartman for the board. Here's Hall, and being tried to pickpocket was Jahola.
Ooh, that was a goofy foul there by Brenham.
So Brennan going to get called for his first, the team's first.
Yeah, now it's out of the way. Now the jitters are gone. Now play basketball.
Absolutely. So here's Hartman now. Back down low, Hansen for three.
And, Ted, we're going to talk about these nets again tonight.
And we talked about them last night also, so it wouldn't be any different. Actually, we had had our principal sitting next to us running our scoreboard last night and said, hey, we need some new nets. He said, what's so big difference about them? I said, when they're new, they're waxy, they're stiff, and they play that way. Here comes Hansen after the pickpocket of Warner, up off the glass and gets it to go. Also want to take a minute to welcome in the Proctor faithful, but also welcome all those fans from the Greenway area or families of the Greenway players that are watching. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you will enjoy the show this evening, and that will bring you something of enjoyment to listen to as we go through the evening.
Well, Ted, if nothing else, we are entertaining.
Yes, we are. So Werner now top of the key. This is Hansen defensively. Chikolski drives in, kisses it off the glass, and draws the and one. So Chikolski will go to the line and try to get it the old-fashioned way.
I don't know what Tom's seen there, because I don't know that I would have called that, but that looks like a shoulder issue, big time.
So Hartman draws his first, the team's first.
I don't know, did he just kind of, I guess I didn't see what really happened there. It looked like he might have twisted a little funny when he's up in the air.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was looking on backside of Chikolski, but I don't know. He did come down hard on that shoulder, though.
Did he fall? Did he hit the floor?
Yes. He is up.
That's good. You know, Ted.
He's holding that left shoulder favorably, though.
I want you to know that Israel Hartman, if we had an all-hair team tonight.
Oh, he'd be part of it.
I'm not saying we're not going to have one,
but
I'm not saying we're going to have one, but he would definitely be on the all-hair team.
Absolutely. So Chikolski will go to the line, try to play the old-fashioned way, and he does.
You know, Ted, last night I had the pleasure of having dinner with my youngest son, Owen, and the other captain on the team, John Werner, and they brought Colin Aho with them, and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and John was telling me that he wants to study nuclear engineering. And I'm like, I don't know what that means, John, but it sounds pretty scary. I will be very proud of you.
But you do you.
Yes, I'll be very proud of the fact that you developed a nuclear bomb that will wipe out the planet. I will be proud of you for that, and also probably sad at the same time. But then I watched Colin eat 30 wings and a half a plate of fries before John, Owen, and I each even had 5 or 6 wings down. I've never seen a kid hork down food that fast. I was terrified.
So after an offensive run down for the Raiders, a turnover, and into the Rails offensive side we go. Inside to Jahola, nice look, and that's Jahola for 2.
That's what we're talking about, Ted.
Absolutely.
Little ball movement, high-low action.
So back to all even up, 7-7 with 14:25 left here, first half from the rail yard. Again, thank you for joining us. Hansen drives the lane, and it looks like Jahola is going to get called for that foul.
Yeah,
that'll be his first, team's second.
I don't know that I disagree with that. That was a good call. He got him with the body. It's all good. It's done. It's over with. Play basketball.
Absolutely. So wow, that is a player right there. Watching Hall do that.
He was underneath and behind the backboard.
So a big 2 there for Hall up over his head. And here's Penny. Penny can't get it to fall. Nice little reverse try, though.
Yeah, and Penny's like, watch this. I can do that, too.
Hansen for 2.
Yeah, somebody's got to step in and take one there.
So Grant Hansen on the board now with his first 2. 11-7 Raiders lead. 13:49 here first half. This is Penny. Penny gives it up to Jahola. Now right side to Werner. Jahola. Chikolski left side. On the floor for the Rails, you got Chikolski, Warner, Brenna, Jahola, and Penny. This is a nice little look, too, and nice 2 for Jahola.
You know, as things are starting to roll out here, it looks like the plan is to have Dominic in the garbage man role again tonight.
you know what? Points are points.
That's right. No matter how they go in, as long as they go in.
So nice set there by Roan as Johola tried to come through defensively. This is Hall. Wow, he makes it look easy and pretty.
Wow. Like we said, you know, when we first came on the air, that's a man-child.
He's quite a player, that is for sure. Getting ready for their first action is Sage Henderson and number 12, Zach Schnabel for the Rails. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that's all right.
And Penny picks up what was a loose ball that almost went the white way. And that is Chikolsky, who couldn't get it to fall, but Warner right there for 2.
Dubs picks up his first points of the night. It's always good when he can get a couple easy drop-ins, you know, at the start of the game. That just kind of motivates him to get after it defensively. I'm actually kind of surprised that Coach Lipinski came out and man tonight to start the game as opposed to the, you know, the traditional 1-3-1 that we've become so accustomed to see.
Hansen drives in and gets that to fall. So Hansen on the board again. Also seeing their first action tonight for the Raiders is number 20, Michael Butterfield. He came in when Hartman went down. Chikolsky for 2.
Much better start of the game tonight than there was Tuesday night against Hermantown.
Absolutely.
You know, they look comfortable, they look composed, they're attacking the basket. They're not sitting back and waiting for things to open up. They're starting to create some stuff.
So Hansen drives all the way inside, can't get that little floater to goal. Here's Johola. Chikolsky went to go get it, but it was just too far, and Dom's going to get called for his second foul.
That's one of those, what do you do?
Well, yeah, he turned back into him. There's nothing he could do there.
Right.
So Warner and Johola will come off the floor. Henderson and Schnabel onto the floor. Schnabel again. I hate to say this every broadcast, but it's just fun to say.
Schnabel. Love that kid.
Absolutely. So now the Raiders on the offensive end. This is number 33, Rome. Gives it off to Butterfield. Butterfield comes to Hansen. Hansen pushes it out. This is Butterfield again. Hansen
I like how
calling
patiently Greenway is playing right now, too.
Hansen comes all the way out, has Hall come out and set that screen, and tries to get it to go up and can't get it. And there is Brenna. Did a great job against Hall there.
You know, Ted, from an early age when, you know, Coach Werner and Coach Chikolsky and all of us were coaching these guys, when you get a rebound, you chin it and wing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Protect that ball.
And last year we actually got to see Trevor, who's not playing this year because he's concentrating on football because he's going to River Falls and playing football.
Yep.
But last year Trevor chinned it, winged it, and swinged it.
Yes, he
and
did.
That's exactly what he said when they called him for the wall. Well, I was taught to chin it, wing it, and swing it.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to do what your coaches tell you to do, even if it's a little late in the thought.
Yeah. What do you do?
You know what? You just do the best you can.
Exactly.
Well, we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick timeout also here, and we'll be back right after this.
For yesterday.
If we all don't mask up, we will continue to have to perform in front of empty auditoriums.
If we all don't mask up, we will continue to have to play in front of empty gyms.
If we all don't mask up, we will continue to have to compete in front of empty stands.
If we don't all mask up, we will again not be able to celebrate our graduation in person.
If we don't all mask up, showing up will not be an option. So,
mask up to show up.
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittes Trailer Sales, located in Esco.
Because they came back from that timeout, so we're back here at the rail yard. Ted Keefe, Chad Brenna, and the Raiders have possession. This is Hansen over to Smith. Smith looking help inside. Butterfield getting a hand on it was, I was going to call that a shot. It was Schnabel, and the Rails will come down with the board. That's it. That is Henderson. I am having a blank for a moment here.
You know, you got to love it when you see 4 green jerseys and they're fighting for a rebound with each other.
Absolutely. No, I want it. No, I want it. No, I want it.
No, okay, you take it.
So Henderson now bottom left side gives it off to Chikolski.
And look at that. Both teams have switched to a zone.
And here's Penny inside.
Nice
now.
pass.
That's nice. And going to get called for the foul is going to be number 1, Weston Smith. That'll be his first, the team's second.
Schnabel going to the line.
Schnabel go to the line to shoot 2 for the Rails. And it's, well, I suppose I should be super polite.
Put the widget up.
And put our widget up. And Schnabel misses the first. Schnabel now hits the second one, so Zach on the board. And the Rails cut the lead to 1.
Ted, I want to know what size shoes J.J. Hall wears, because up here, those things look huge.
They look like mine.
If he grows into them feet, that would be terrifying.
Yeah.
And he is only a sophomore.
It's crazy.
That is
Sage
a big
Henderson
boy.
with a big, and he's going to get yanked on, pulled down. Hanson going to get called for the foul as Henderson pickpockets Smith and tried to get all the way down and stopping, trying for a good foul, that is, was Smith.
Unfortunately, we have officials tonight that are blowing the whistle.
Sorry, they put that on Grant Hanson.
That's his first.
That is his first, team's third. So Schnabel, I thought they were pulling him out.
Getting a little instruction. Sage hits them both. Rails have their first lead of the night, well, second lead of the night, but we're not going to count the first basket. Although Nick Jahola did score the first points of the game.
He did. He absolutely did. Here's Hanson now. Stops, fires. Can't get it to fall, and right there is Aho. And here comes Henderson. Henderson now right side, almost lost the dribble now.
That's a good call.
Yeah, he came off that pivot foot as he went to toss it to Chikolski and is called for a travel, and it'll be Raiders ball on the side. Smith to inbound to Hanson, and Hanson will bring it up court.
I wonder if we'll see Hartman again. He's only a 9th grader.
Yeah.
Holy smokers, this Greenway team is pretty young.
They will be something to deal with for a couple of years.
Especially if J.J. Field grows another foot.
So here comes Hanson. Hanson lets it go, little floater, and Hall right there with the board. Can't get it to go.
Goofy foul
and
on him.
that is a foul, and it'll be on Owen Brenna, who owns it and says, yep, that sure was me. And Hall will go to the line and shoot 2. Now we'll see if he's complete. Can he shoot from the stripe?
Yeah.
Dominic Jahola getting ready to come back into the game.
Yes, he can, Ted.
Yes, he can, and he's got a nice little touch. So Owen Brennan now off the floor to take a break. Dom Jahola back in.
Kind of a forced break.
I get that. It's still a break. Come on, Dad.
Just saying.
So Hall misses the second, and the Rails with the board. And now coach is telling them to slow it down. Let's play our game.
You know what Owen will say when he gets home? That was a dumb foul on my part. And I'm like, then I'll go, why did you do it?
It just happened.
Yep.
It's just like when you say, man, I got heartburn from those wings. I knew I shouldn't have eaten them.
Yeah.
But you ate them for a purpose.
That's right, because they're good.
That's right. So in the corners, Henderson now going to come outside, get called for a travel, and it'll be turnover, Raider ball. Coach, I was talking, I don't know if you noticed last night, watched with the girls' game at all, but that game had the most jump balls I've ever seen in a game in the history of me watching basketball.
Really?
It must have had 25 jump balls and like 17 of them in the first half. It was brutal.
Yeah, that really slows the game pace down. I actually did not watch the game last night. I was watching a college game because I was scouting because we play them tomorrow.
Gotcha. So that foul is going to go on Jahola, and that's going to be his third.
What?
That's his third. Team's fifth. So lane violation because they had the and one with Hall.
It's going to have to be interesting to see what Coach Lipinski comes up with at halftime to combat Hall.
Absolutely. So 8:05 left here, 18-16, Raiders lead. This is Chikolski down low to Aho. Aho for three, just a little bit long, can't get that to fall, and down with the board is Butterfield.
He ate too many. He ate too much last night.
Ah, gotcha.
He's full.
And now here comes Hansen. Hansen's going to bring it up against Schnabel, and inside the Hall. Hall a little deep, trying to figure it out, comes back outside, tries to do a nice little reverse there, one-handed reverse, but can't get it to fall, and Chikolski will come down with the board.
Ted, does he play football too, do you know?
That I don't know. Maybe someone watching from Greenway can let us know. Chikolski for a long three, can't get that to fall, goes out of bounds, it'll be a turnover for the Raiders. Maybe somebody can throw that in the chat, let us know. Do you know if Hall plays football also, or baseball, or any other sport for that matter?
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious because I like to follow him the next couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. So Hansen now to bring it up the court. This is to Reichart, who is getting his first action tonight. Smith now has Hall at the top right side of the key. Hansen moving over to get the ball, but Schnabel right there. Reichart, Hansen. Hansen gonna move, goes to his left with a nice screen from Hall. Likes to float up and go, but it can't go. But Hall right there for the board.
Wow, he's mopping
put
up
it back.
here.
So timeout taken by the Rails.
Full.
It's a full timeout. So we're going to take a quick timeout ourselves, get a couple more of our sponsors in, and we'll be back. Again, if someone has any information on Hall, share it with us so that we'll know. Thank you. We'll be right back after this.
Protect your investments this winter with an enclosed trailer from Wittes Trailer Sales, located in Esco. We also sell cargo trailers, utility trailers, snowmobile trailers, and much more. Did you know we stock a full line of Heinecker snowplows? While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Don't forget about our service center, ready to tackle jobs of any size. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
I really need to take care of a car problem. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Can you handle all makes and models? Will you get me back on the road quickly? High-tech equipment? Competitively priced? Brakes? Batteries? Tire rotation? Body repair? Guaranteed? Complete engine overhauls? Okay, they check out.
Out of the timeout here at the rail yard, and Rails ball inbound. This is Aho, can't get it to fall, but right there is Penny. Ooh. Penny can't get it to fall, but is fouled and will go to the line, shoot two.
You always hate to see a guy falling where he doesn't have a chance to brace himself.
Absolutely. That's on Reichart. That'll be his first, the team's fourth.
I would say the first half was not a lot of fouls called.
There wasn't.
Why am I talking quietly now?
I don't know. Everybody can hear you regardless.
I know.
So Penny hits the first of two. And hits them both. So Hansen will bring it up for the Raiders. Cross the stripe, Schnabel defensively. This is Roan with the shot, can't get it to fall, and Henderson will come down with the board and push it back into the offensive zone for the Rails. Here's Aho. Aho down low. This is Schnabel. Warner cycles through, tries to get it to kiss up off the glass, and he does. Nice. For two. So back to a tie game. 6:02 left here, first half. Folks, we're sorry you can't see a clock, but we'll make sure that we give you that clock information every now and again so you know where we are in the first and second half. This is Hansen. Hansen going to get called for a travel as he tried to split two green jerseys and just couldn't do it and tripped and went down.
Yeah, there was a whole lot going on there.
Oh.
Oh, J.J. Hall's a senior.
Yeah, well, they have him on the roster as a 10th grader. So we're going to say, wow, and he runs track also.
All right, well, then my next question for the person that commented on it, one, thank you for correcting us.
Absolutely.
And two, what is he doing next year as far as college plans?
Absolutely.
Because I like to know.
So Werner now top of the key. Smith there defensively inside to Penny. Penny trying to get it to Schnabel just a little bit. I don't know if Schnabel and Penny were on the same page there. And it'll be a turnover, and the Raiders will bring it back the other way. Again, welcome into the Proctor faithful and all those fans from Greenway that are here to join us for tonight's broadcast. Going to get called for a travel before he let it go is Smith, and it'll be a turnover and be Rails ball.
Well, thank goodness that he's actually a senior,
Yeah,
not a sophomore.
absolutely. I'm going to change that on my sheet right now. Because, yeah, they had, when I pulled it up, it was listed as, he was listed as a sophomore. So Penny's pass inside is intercepted by Butterfield, who gives it off to Smith. Now Butterfield pushes it far right side. This is Reichart. Butterfield. Hansen now back up top to his duties. And here's Butterfield for three, and he gets that to fall. It's a nice little touch there by Butterfield.
Yeah. This has actually been a fun game to watch.
Absolutely.
Sorry,
I know
I'm
you're not talking much like normal. I'm having to carry the crew. Inside now, Schnabel pushes it back out to Aho. Nice little jumper for Aho for two. I just feel bad for the folks listening that they got to listen to me.
Well, I feel bad that they have to listen to both of us. But, you know.
Oh, I thought the official was going to try to catch that.
That would have been funny.
That would have been like getting into the game. And that's going to go out of bounds as Reichart just couldn't, Reichart and Hansen couldn't get on the same page. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll be rail ball. And Henderson will be the inbounder for the Rails. So Penny will bring it up the floor.
Greenway has moved into a kind of a 1-2-2 or a 3-2. I like it.
Henderson now. This is Werner for three. Can't get that to fall. Hits far right side, but Schnabel there for the board and the putback for two.
Schnabel. Zach is really coming on here, you know, after not playing last year. Ooh, that was deep. Hansen
that was Hansen for three.
Well, the one thing you got to say here about both teams, Ted, is they're not afraid to attack the basket right now. They're not afraid to just pull the trigger from wherever they're standing on the floor. It's offensively, it's guys falling all over the floor. This is crazy.
Going to call a jump ball, and that's going to go the way of the Raiders. So 26-24, 3:10 left here. At halftime, we're going to take a quick break. We'll show a couple commercials and then allow you to watch the sights and sounds of what we've got going on. After that, we'll come back and share stats with you from halftime. That's Hansen for attempted three. Can't get it to fall. Hall with the board, and Penny will bring it down for the Rails on the Hall miss.
He's got to have 10 boards already.
Yeah, that fall is going to be called on Hansen. That'll be his second, the team's fifth.
Brennan going to check back in.
Yes, he is. But anyway, so we'll come back. Also, make sure you stay with us for the end of the game for our Audiology Concept 3 stars. Make sure you stay with us so that you can see who got the top 3 stars for the game.
You know,
both
Ted,
teams eligible.
Yeah, just watching the first half here, you know, thinking about an all-hair team, I don't even need to pick 3 guys because there's 8 on Greenway that would be on the all-hair team. They all got good flow.
They all got good flow, and if hockey can have it, so can basketball.
That's right. So
I like Smith's flow with the headband.
Yeah.
I like Smith's flow.
Yeah, that's good flow.
And I love those shoes.
Yep. Yeah, I haven't talked about shoes a lot tonight.
You haven't, and that it really hurts my feelings.
Well, I mean, I can certainly dial it up.
Well, you normally do.
He picked up his third already. I wasn't even watching. He just picked up his third.
That was a quick third.
Yep. Have a seat. You're done for the half.
So down low to Hansen now. Schnabel defensively.
Schnabel.
Hansen will bring it around. Now gives it off to Smith down low. This is Butterfield for 3.
Wow.
So like Butter, Butterfield hits it.
That's right.
That's 2 in a row for Butterfield from the three-point range. Sage now. Henderson back up top to Chikolsky. Back down to Henderson. Henderson looking for help inside to Penny.
Hit it. Hit it.
Can't think about it, just got to take it.
Pull the trigger. Hit it. Hit it.
Gives it off to Henderson. Henderson will bring it back to
Hit
the top and give it to Chikolsky.
Hit it.
Down low to Warner. Smith on the defense, inside to Penny. Penny turns, drives, gives it off to Henderson. Henderson goes up with it, can't get it to fall as Hall got a hand on it. And Hall comes down with the board, and now they come back the other way into the offensive zone for the Raiders. This is Hansen, drives into the paint, now retreats. Top side is Butterfield. Gives that off to Smith inside to Hall. And there's going to be a foul called on Penny. That'll be his first, the team's 7th, the team now in the bonus.
That's just one of those, I got to get over there and see what I can do to not let him score fouls.
I understand that. Rowan back into the game.
But we haven't seen Hartman come back. Hopefully he's okay.
So Hall misses or hits the first one, missed the second one, but a lane violation against the rail, so he'll get to shoot that again. And he misses that one, and Schnabel comes down with the board, and now Penny will come back the other way with it. Gives it off to Chikolsky, into the corner to Warner. Hall there defensively. Now all alone. Gives it to Penny in the corner. Chikolsky, nope, throws it all the way the other side to Henderson. Henderson looking for a place to get rid of it. Chikolsky now drives to his left, down to Penny in the corner. Again, Hall defensively. Penny brings it back. This is Warner. Clock ticking down, 49 seconds. This is Penny for three, just too deep, can't get it to fall, but Smith will come down to the board and give it off to Hansen, and Hansen will run it the other way. Gives it off, no, he does not, keeps it. Gives this to Butterfield, Butterfield for three, but that one short, gets his own board, puts it back up, can't get it to fall, Hall there. And now Schnabel will come down with the board as Hall tried to come back over and get it, and Penny will bring it up to the court. This is Warner. Warner on a dead dribble, gives it off to Penny. 21 seconds left here, first half, 30-24, Raiders lead. So the Raiders will sit back, so there's no count, the clock will come
10
down.
10 seconds, 10 to go, 8, 7, 6.
So here comes Henderson. Henderson comes right side, Chikolsky, last shot gonna come from Schnabel, and it's long and can't get there, and that'll do it for the first half, where the Raiders will have the lead, 30-24. Again, we're gonna take a quick break, we'll come back. After that, actually, we'll give you some sights and sounds of halftime. We'll come back, talk stats after we make sure we got good numbers for you. We'll be back right after this.
Our experience with Heritage Window and Door was great. My wife called and got someone right away, which is really great to actually speak to a live person. Very painless, very easy process. One of the things that we were really looking for was not only a high quality window, but really the installation itself. As a homeowner, you really want your window installation done right the first time, and that's not always the case with other companies, and with Heritage Window and Door, that was the case. It was a great experience.
Potentials, lots of different options with the different loans that are out there. You know, what we'll do is we'll talk to you about your scenario, your situation. We'll figure out what actually works best for you. But the key is what is going to be the most cost effective. So we will compare conventional versus FHA, you know, USDA versus, you know, FHA, different types of things that way. You know, sometimes even if you're a veteran, the VA loan might not actually make the most sense, you know, just because there are some fees associated with that loan that you might be able to do the same type of loan but do it cheaper with a different type of a program. You know, but again, that's something that we will figure out. You know, we'll figure out the best scenario for you. We'll give you the options, but we'll obviously lead you to the right and most cost-effective way to purchase or refinance that house.
So the Rails coming out after halftime here ready to go get them, right, Coach?
Yeah, 6-point game, 18 minutes. Let's get after it. It was a good first half. Lots of good things on both sides. Unfortunately, I talked to the trainer here at Proctor High School, and he told me that Israel Hartman will not be joining us on the floor in the second half, which makes me sad. As he's walking across the floor there, he's got a big old ice bag on it. You don't want to see anybody get hurt, especially with the, as short as the season actually is.
Yeah.
And he definitely is on the all-hair team.
Absolutely.
Even though we've already conceded that we are giving everybody on the Greenway sidelines.
I'm right there with you. I mean, you're the one who's talking about, the whole, not being there for it. But, I mean, if it was up to me, he'd be on there. So every one of them would be there.
Absolutely.
So let me thank our sponsors real quick before we get started here. Second half, we'll talk a little quick stats here in just a moment. The Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic, Art, and Athletic Development, the Irving Community Club Polling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies, Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Door, Superior, Wisconsin, Wittes Trailer Sales, ESCO, Stream Dudes, the Rob and Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, Troy Service Center, Audiology Concepts with 5 locations, that being Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Burnsville, and Edina. Again, want to thank all of those sponsors. Also, Great Lakes Office Solutions, can't forget them. Again, without our sponsors, without our students, Dane Ullman and also Carly Glass, we are not able to bring you these broadcasts because no matter how good you and I think we are, Chad, I don't know that we can keep all the stats, run the camera, do this, do that. I just don't think we could get that done without their help. So
we have a hard enough time keeping track of what we have to do, and I can't believe you said you thought we were good.
I know we're good.
Are we?
I know.
Okay.
And remember, the only person who has to believe that is me.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't know what was just announced there.
She announced the officials.
Gotcha. So coming out of halftime, Coach, let's talk a little bit of stats for the visiting Raiders. We have 2 players tied to lead the team. You got Hansen and Hall both at 12.
That's not a surprise.
Big difference between the two is Hansen has 2 fouls to where Hall has none. And then you've got Butterfield at 6 with his 2 3-pointers. And that's their points. And then when we get to the Rails, leading the way is going to be Evan Chikolski with 5, Warner with 4, Jahola with 4, Schnabel with 3, and then a bunch of 2s, Henderson 2, Penny 2, Aho 2, and Nick Jahola 2. So, and the big news there is Jahola Dom with 3 fouls and Owen Brennan with 3 fouls.
Yep. Could be a short night for both of them. Both of them are aggressive defensively. Brenna, unfortunately, is stuck playing defense on the man-child, J.J. Hall, who is definitely a man-child. That is a big kid, and I really want to watch him play a sport in college.
Well, we'll hopefully get some information on that. And so now the Rails have the ball here. This is Chikolski. Inside to Jahola, walks the baseline. Pass was given to now right back to Brenna. I was going to say he lost the hand of it, and he was able to go back and get it with some help and put it up for 2. So he's on the board for the night.
And we are in man.
So 30-26.
And they're going right at Brenham. Owen just kind of belly-bodied him to where he didn't want to go.
Shuffle set.
Yeah.
And did his thing. Hall tried to go up and get it, was unable to get it to fall, and so the Rails come in inside. Ooh. And it gets that swatted right out of his hands. And
whoa, that was
talent.
I don't know what that was.
That was fun to see. He
Yeah.
palmed it up and over, slammed it, caught it.
That was crazy.
If you weren't watching, I'm sorry.
That was cool.
That was super cool. Again, besides our sponsors, want to make sure 5-second violation called on the Raiders. So it'll be a turnover. Also want to make sure that we welcome in the Proctor faithful and also the Greenway fans, the faithful of the Raiders, here to Rails TV for tonight's matchup. Thank you for being here. We are pleased to have you.
Absolutely. Ted, I'd also like to give a little shout out to my father-in-law, Bob.
Absolutely.
Who gave up his seat tonight, sitting next to my lovely wife. So Owen's girlfriend, Zion, could come and watch Owen play.
Very
and
cool.
shout out to Zion's mom and dad because she said they're watching. So hopefully they don't think that we're meatheads either. So
Too late.
well, yeah, I know. We kind of, as soon as we open our mouths the first time, it's there.
I would like to take a moment, since you brought it up, to thank your in-laws for the very kind card that they presented Rails TV with the other night.
Nice.
So thank you to them. Thank you for being able to be big fans of Rails TV and big supporters for us. And we're glad that we can bring you the ability to watch Owen play. And so thank you to you for everything that you're trying to help Rails TV with.
You know, this is a great program. I wish every other school, you know, high school, could have this kind of program where, you know, grandmas and grandpas who can't, you know, especially right now where you can't go out and watch, you can't come in the gym unless you're on the list. You know, this is just another way for all of grandmas and grandpas, aunts and uncles, alumni, you know, to watch games, which is what we want. We want everybody that's a Proctor fan and alumni to be able to watch games.
Absolutely. Well, not only Proctor fan and alumni, but also whoever we happen to be playing.
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly.
Greenway, Hermantown, Virginia, whoever it is. You know, it's great that the people that aren't able to actually be in the gym to watch it can actually watch the game. Unfortunately, they got to listen to us, but they can at least watch the game.
Absolutely. But, you know, the other side of that is just how cool it is. And I know that we should be doing the play-by-play, but also want to bring some things to the folks. Is, you know, last night the girls played here tonight, and they had Hibbing here. And they had Hibbing, who has Haley Hawkinson, who scored her 1,000th point last night on our broadcast. Who hit that?
Somebody in green.
Give me a number.
I think it was Chikulski. Werner
hit that.
Dubs.
But no, I mean, how cool was it that, in my opinion, here's Smith for a big three, can't get it to fall, and Penny's going to come and that's going to be a tough foul called on Hansen because that's going to be his third.
Well, I think Penny got away with one there, and then I think Hansen just had his legs there, and Penny's foot was between them, and it's one of those what-do-you-dos.
What-do-you-dos? So what I was saying there was Haley Hawkinson from Hibbing hit her 1,000th point last night, and how cool to be able to document that right here where on a live broadcast and with all of her friends and family in the stands. I mean, that place over there had like 43 people with signs for Hawkinson.
That's awesome.
It was so cool.
You know, I remember Ted coaching the girls here. Lexi DeWall hit her 1,000th up at Mesabi East.
Yep.
And Coach Whitting up there was gracious enough. I talked to him before the game, and they made a big spectacle of it for her, which I didn't want them to necessarily do, but they did, and it was great. They didn't charge. He took the time out. Just total classy on, you know, their part, and it's great. I don't know what they did last night for Haley, but, you know, it's great when the other school embraces that as well, because that's a good achievement.
Well, it kind of shows what we started our game off with here tonight.
Yeah.
You know, that it's important, but the win is important, but it's not the end-all be-all.
Right. You know, it's about the sportsmanship.
It's about being a human being.
Absolutely. You know, and you got these two teams here. These two teams are blue-collar towns.
Absolutely.
Lunchbox guys.
Yep.
Dude, you got to pull the trigger on that. Pull the trigger on that.
Fans that are watching from Greenway, that's dad telling son, you got to pull the trigger on that.
Shoot the ball.
So,
holy cow, he was building a house out there. He had so much time.
So now Brenna digs inside, tried to get that to Jahola, but Hansen gets there in the way, but goes out of bounds off of Hansen, and it'll be Rails ball.
And Sage Henderson and Colin Aho coming into the game for
Jahola and Penny will take a break.
Yeah.
And Hall will take a break for the Raiders, and into the game is Reichart.
That's a fun name to say, too.
Right. You know, we've had a lot of fun names that are things that are just fun to say.
Yeah.
So inbound to Aho, back out to Chikulski, and now Warner top of the key. Sage Henderson will drive it all the way down, push it back up to Brenna. Aho. Warner now far side. This is Henderson. Chikulski thought about it, then thought about he was a little deep out, but now goes for the jumper, not there. Ooh, and Aho going to get called for the foul.
Well, Ted, I got a problem with that call because if you're going to make that call there, you need to make the same call when JJ does it. JJ Hall.
Yeah.
Because he's gone up a couple of times like that too, where it's like, eh. So I mean, if you're going to call it, you got to call it. You can't pick and choose. It's kind of like a hand check. You either call the hand check or you don't call the hand check.
So Hansen loses the ball there. Henderson comes up with it. And then
he
traveled. He drugged that foot. He does not like the call, but he did drag that foot. And Schnabel going to check in. Jahola right there. Let's go.
He's like, I'm going. I'm good.
So before Evan can lose his composure, he gets a break real quick. I'm sure it'll be a quick break.
It'd be nice to see him go short shifts here with all the guys, just to keep everybody a little more fresh, because this is a tight game, and it's going to be a tight game. And, you know, you have two guys that you rely on the Proctor side that are in foul trouble.
Last 4 minutes, we've been sitting at 28 or 30 to 28.
Yeah, and then we'll go a 2-minute spurt where they'll score
60.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So Hansen now far left side. That's Schnabel defensively. This is Reichardt. Aho giving him his space. Now up in his face. Hansen, little floater, can't get it to fall. Aho right there with the board, gives it off to Henderson. Henderson will push it up to Werner. Werner tried. I thought he was going to go to the bucket, but he was just covered. And called for the travel is Aho.
That looked like a good call, too.
I agree.
You know, sometimes everybody gets happy feet.
We all do.
And I can see Owen and Brenna and Ron, how you say that?
Roan.
Him and Owen were just having a conversation. Owen likes to talk to the guys that he's playing with, and you know, Owen was telling me the other night that him and Ryan Zastro were lined up shooting when they were shooting free throws. Him and Ryan were leaning on each other, talking about each other's shoes.
Nice. That doesn't surprise me coming from a Brenna and a Zastro.
Yeah, I know. And then after the game, both
there.
Phil and I had tears in our eyes because it was a beautiful thing.
So, let's see. Butterfield back in the game now for the Raiders. Hansen to go all the way from right to left. Trying to get something set up. Now pull Smith out. Foul goes in. Can't get it to fall.
Good.
That's going to get hit for the offensive charge.
That was a gutsy one to step in on there for Dom, because that would have been number 4.
Well, that's number 4 for Hansen.
Yeah, they can't afford to not have him on the floor.
So he's going to get a break, and J.J. Hall will come back into the game.
My guess is we won't see Hansen back on the floor till about the 6-minute mark.
I was thinking kind of about the same.
Depending on, you know, what happens in the next 5 or 6 minutes.
Jahola now pushes it back out to Aho. Aho loses a hand on it, but Werner right there to pick it up. Jahola. Inside for Aho. I don't know if Aho was ready for that. I don't know if he knew that that was coming to him. And on the floor getting dirty. Ooh, Hall yelling for the timeout. Gets that timeout. So Hall doing his job.
Yep.
Wow, that's crazy. So not only very skilled, but also very smart on that, knowing that that was a jump ball and it was going to stay with the rails to call that timeout.
Well, how did Proctor take a timeout?
No, White called the timeout.
Well, they're getting it sorted out there. Our 3 officials.
Yep, all right. Well, they're taking a timeout. We'll take a timeout, too. We'll be back right after this.
Who will our next generation be? What will they achieve? At Proctor Public Schools, we see great things in the future as we create an environment to educate, engage, and inspire our students to seek adventure, gain knowledge, and make a difference. What do we see in the next generation? We see greatness. Proctor Public Schools. Don't just plan to graduate. Graduate with a plan.
So back here at the Royal Yard, Ted Kiefit, Chad Brenna. Raiders lead the Rails 30-28. This is Smith. Butterfield, and he's got Butterfield's, let's see, on the floor. Butterfield, Smith, Roan, Hall, and Reichardt. for the Raiders.
Oh, that's over and back.
How's that not? I don't
That's
know.
over and back.
It's all good. We miss some, we get some.
Well, I know, but that one was pretty obvious because it was right in front of the official's eyeballs.
So Butterfield now move from right to left. And he gives it up. This is Reichart for 3. Can't get that to fall, but Hall right there for the board, and there's going to be a battle.
I think that should be a foul then, because if Aho got called for that on the other end, that should be a foul on that end too.
I get what you're saying.
Just, it needs to be consistent.
I feel you. That's going to go out of bounds off Hall's foot, and it's going to be Rails ball.
Henderson inbounds to Werner in the backcourt. Werner brings the ball up, crossing half court. Werner to Jahola.
You got this for a minute?
Jahola just got away with a little bit of a skippy travel there too. And Schnabel spun around and headed back down the floor, and there was balls rolling on the floor behind him. Smith over to Butterfield.
Phil Zastro, the funny one. He's tuned in watching.
What's up, Phil?
Philip, how are you? Glad to have you. And this is Butterfield. Now down to Hall. Hall for 3. A little long, can't get it to fall. Right there's Jahola. Big battle between Jahola and Reichart. And going to go out of bounds off of Reichart, and it'll be green ball.
Dubs just kind of looked at him like, what, me? You're taking me out? What do you do? What? Me?
And Jahola get a break. So now on the floor is Sage Henderson, Evan Chikolsky, Reese Pinney. Who else do we have? We got Zach Schnabel. And Aho, Colin himself. Mr. Wings.
Mr. Wing.
We'll just call him Mr. Wing. So Aho now back top to Chikolsky. Here's Henderson. Chikolsky top of the key, inside to Pinney.
Pop that.
Pushes it back out to Aho as there was a big close. Aho off the glass, can't get it to fall. And Hall going to come down with the board, and Aho going to get called. Now I see what you're saying.
Is that on him or Schnabel? That's on Colin.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But you see what I'm
on
saying?
Aho. I do totally see. If you're going to call it, you got to call it both ways.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, I get it, but come on. You know, that's oh, damn, that's so bad. Got a technical for doing that again.
So Reichart now down inside to Roan. Reichart, and he hits it for 3.
Whoa, that's not okay. They're swinging elbows down there. Both teams, knock it off. Clean it up.
So Reichart hits a 3. That's his first points of the game. Takes it up 33-28, 5-point lead for the Raiders. And Pinney will bring it up the floor for the Rails. And down in the corner to Aho. Top side, Chikolsky.
There you go.
Aho now tries to fake step and gets it to roll. This is Chikolsky. Inside, Pinney. Pinney I thought he was going to try to go up. And Hall right there for the board smacks it out of Jahola's hand. Not much you can do right there.
No. You know, they're giving him everything they got underneath in the paint. He's just big and strong.
Chikolsky comes down with the board that Rowan tried to put up.
I mean, on that trip down the floor, J.J. Hall boxed everybody on the floor out.
Oh.
You got to pop that.
That off, and here's Rowan picks it up and gives it to Hansen.
No, Hansen's back in the game a lot sooner than I thought he'd be.
Yep. And Hans going to push it up. Defensively, Jahola. Now gives it to Hall. Hall goes, tried far side for Reichart. Couldn't get it to go.
Good work, Colin. Good shift.
Phil says that he's scouting for Tuesday.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what he's right there.
Really, Phil?
I'm scouting again.
You're scouting for Tuesday.
For a Tuesday.
Not much has changed since this Tuesday.
This last Tuesday, exactly.
Except 3 days.
Well, there's always that piece.
Well, I think Phil he's a closet Rails fan.
That, and I think he just likes to listen to us.
Yeah, he's probably
He
laughing.
misses us when he's not able to hear. It's like going through withdrawals.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
It's too bad we can't broadcast from Hermantown on Tuesday.
Not happening.
I know.
I'm just going to throw that out there right now. Though I would love to go do it.
Well, my wife will probably appreciate the fact I get to sit in the stands with her.
There's always that. I think that's going to go on Chikolsky.
Nope, that's going to be on Butterfield.
Oh, is it?
Which I didn't really see a foul there.
That's his first, team's fourth.
I really didn't see a foul.
So 7:15 left here, second half. Again, stay with us after the game for the Ideology Concepts 3 stars of the game. Chikolsky gets rejected by Hall.
That was a two-hand swat.
Far side, Smith drives in. Now there's going to be a jump ball called, and it's going to go with the rails. So the arrow favoring the rails.
Wait, Ted, we've seen everything so far in this game. Hugging, elbows, jump balls, two-hand swats.
But the cool part we haven't seen any blood, so that's good.
That's very good.
So we got a timeout taken by the Rails. That'll give us a chance to thank our sponsors and our students. I want to thank the Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic, Art, and Athletic Development, Irving Community Club, Polling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies on Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Door, Superior, Wisconsin, Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, Stream Dudes for all your streaming needs, Rob and Barb Shaler Charitable Foundation, Troy Service Center, Main Street, Proctor. Tell Ryan, Chad, and Ted sent you. Ideology Concepts with 5 locations: Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville. And also thank you to our students, Dane Oman and also Carly Gloss, for being here and helping us out. And again, thanks to you, Chad, for being here also for all these home games. We do appreciate it.
It's all good. I was going to be here anyway.
Well, I know, but like you said, you know, your wife probably wouldn't totally hate having you sitting over there with her at some point.
That could be debatable.
I said at some point.
Yeah. You know,
for
and just
small
everybody
windows of
watching,
time.
you know, Josh Wittes.
Yes.
Folks, call Wittes Trailer Sales and tell Josh we said he'd take you out for lunch.
No, there's no we. There's no we. Tell him Chad said that he'd take you out to lunch.
Yeah. And while you're there, buy a tractor or a Mahindra.
Or a trailer.
Yeah, a trailer or a Mahindra.
So now Henderson with the ball for the Rails. Penny gives it inside. This is Jahola, little jumper. Can't get that to fall. Lots of white jerseys there, and it will stay with the Raiders. And Hanson will bring it up the floor. Hanson now going to drive into the paint, gives that a floater. They're going to say foul on the floor.
That's a dangerous play to make with 4 fouls.
And that's going to be on Jahola.
Is that 4?
That is his 4th.
Ted, you got 5. Might as well use them.
Well, you can't take them with you, Coach.
Kind of like timeouts.
Oh, you always make me giggle. So 6:27 now here, the second half from the rail yard. Again, welcome into all the Proctor faithful and also all the fans, the faithful Raider fans. Thanks for joining us tonight. You'll be able to find this live broadcast on our Rails TV channel where you are at. Once we sign off, it'll be off there for about 10 minutes as the encoding software does its thing, and then it'll be up there and live in infamy forever as long as YouTube is available. So,
or they dub us over.
No, there's always that too. Big 3 there, right?
Yeah.
By Hanson. Was that Hanson, Dane? Number 20? All right. Butterfield again. I got that. I can correct it. So Butterfield for 3. That's why we have a stats guy. Inside, Penny from Chikolsky. Nice little soft touch. Can't get it to fall, but goes back
Penny
and gets
getting
his
to
own
work.
board and puts it up.
You know, Ted, the great thing about 2 schools like this, you know, that from just the areas that they come in, it's gritty, it's hard play.
Yep.
These guys work hard. It's so much fun to see. And Dom
And
Jahola
that's
is done.
Jahola is done for the night with that. I know he didn't mean that as he pulled away, but
smart play by Hanson.
so Sage will take a break, and in the game will be Warner and Schnabel. Schnabel taking the place for Dom Jahola, who fouled out. 5:13 left here, second half.
And Zach's played very well tonight.
Yeah, absolutely has. That ball is going to go out of bounds off Butterfield.
But Proctor needs to capitalize on these turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Needed to take advantage of getting the ball back. You know, and the Rails are having a little bit of trouble, it appears, here in the second half and against this 1-2-2.
So now Chikolsky will reset the offense, call out what he wants. And by he, I mean Coach Lipinski. And a big three by Penny.
B-I-N-G-O. Bingo.
And was his name Bo.
Yeah. Coach Lipinski burning another timeout.
So timeout taken. We're going to take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll be back right after this.
Long for yesterday.
If we all don't mask up, we will continue to have to perform in front of empty auditoriums.
If we all don't mask up, we will continue to have to play in front of empty gyms.
If we all don't mask up, we will continue to have to compete in front of empty stands.
If we don't all mask up, we will again not be able to celebrate our graduation in person.
If we don't all mask up, showing up will not be an option. So,
mask up to show up.
Back here live at the Rail Yard, Ted Kiefert, Chad Brenna, Dane Oman, and Carly Gloss. Thank you for joining us again tonight.
Here comes the pressure, Ted.
And it's coming. 36-33, 4:47 left here. Second half. And inbounded to, here's Hansen. Now going to push it up to Butterfield. Butterfield gets it over half court. And now over to Hall. Hall's going to drive the paint against Hall. And Hall's going to get his first foul of the night.
That was a good call. You clearly seen the forearm extend, and
that's his first.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, for a big man that has played a very clean game.
Actually, that's his second. But still, that's only.
Well, maybe that's the one I was missing.
That's okay. I mean, for a big guy playing in the paint, that's impressive to get to this point in the game and only have 2 fouls.
So now the Rails looking to spread it out now. Here's Schnabel. Schnabel brings it back down low to Penny. Penny now going to drive baseline, gives it back to Brenna. Brenna top to Chikolsky for 3, and bingo.
Boba Fett.
Zonkers.
Jinky scoop.
Jinky scoop. Zonkers for the 3.
How about this one, Ted? Chikolsky tickles the twine.
Oh, there you go. So now Butterfield now turns, drives, gives it off to Hall. Hall going to stay there. Defensively, Brenna. Brenna's looking for him to make that move.
He wants him to.
And Butterfield sets the screen, and into the paint goes Hall, but just too strong.
Oh.
But now Chikolsky is going to get it, I believe.
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, there was 2 there that it could be. Could be Schnabel or Chikolsky, but I think it's going to be Chikolsky.
That's a terrible call.
Now, he wasn't even in the vicinity.
That's a terrible call. He wasn't even there. How can you make that call?
Easy, big dog.
That was awful.
So that was Brenna's fourth, is the team's 6th.
He was so far behind that play.
And Hall hits the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. I don't disagree with you. He was in this different area code.
That was awful. Sorry, but that was an awful call. And I'm not just saying that because that's my son. It was awful. It was an awful call. I would be saying that about anybody else's. There should have been a foul there. Penny just got punched in the chops.
Chikolsky for 2.
There you go, Dubs. And there.
And Schnabel for 2.
Right now, I wonder what kind of talking's going on the floor.
Who hit that one?
That was Hall.
Hall? I had my head down.
Well, and Brenna's not going to swat at that because he's got 4.
So 41-40 here. Oops.
2:45 to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Warner far side. This is Brenna. Inside
Nice
to
pass.
Schnabel. Schnabel can't get it to fall, and Hall there again.
He's got a lot of rebounds. We should have kept track of his rebounds.
We should have.
It's more than 10. I know that.
Brenna got a hand on that, so did Penny. Timeout taken. We're going to take one last timeout here so we can stay with the action when we come back. We will stay here so that way we don't miss anything.
There you go.
Because it's 41-40 with 2:23. So we'll be back right after this.
Potentials, lots of different options with the different loans that are out there. You know, what we'll do is we'll talk to you about your scenario, your situation. We'll figure out what actually works best for you. But the key is what is going to be the most cost effective. So we will compare conventional versus FHA, you know, USDA versus, you know, FHA, different types of things that way. You know, sometimes even if you're a veteran, the VA loan might not actually make the most sense, you know, just because there are some fees associated with that loan that you might be able to do the same type of loan but do it cheaper with a different type of a program. You know, but again, that's something that we will figure out. You know, we'll figure out the best scenario for you. We'll give you the options, but we'll obviously lead you to the right and most cost-effective way to purchase or refinance that house.
So back here at the rail yard, Ted Keefe, Chad Brenna, Dane Oman, and Carly Gloss. 41-40, the Raiders lead. 2:23 left here, second half. And Hall with the ball at the top of the arc.
Don't get number 5.
There's not a number 5 on. Oh, yeah, Breeze Penny is on the floor.
No, I don't pick up number 5.
I'm just kidding. Here comes Hanson, drives, pushes
He'll
outside.
shoot that.
Butterfield for 3.
Good look.
Can't get that to fall. And Sage Henderson right there for the board.
That was
and
a good
here
look.
comes Chikolski. Absolutely wide open.
Absolutely. Pull the trigger.
So Henderson now down to Werner. Werner to work it back to the top inside. Penny. Penny pushes it back to Henderson. Here's Werner for 3. And bingo.
Kazinga. Dubs with the big bucket there.
So Werner.
Oh, and there's his 5th.
So Brenna will get his 5th, and it'll be the team's 7th, and go to the line for 1-1 will be Roan. Number 33, Holden Roan now go to the line and shoot 1-1. Or was he in the act?
I don't know. I was still trying to figure out why. Well, I mean, he had
was
no
in the
choice.
act, that's why.
You know, so now the Rails are going to play the last minute 40 without 2 of their better defenders on the floor.
Correct.
And Schnabel sitting on the bench. I'd like to see.
And Hall's going to pick up his 3rd. Team 6th.
That was kind of a weird call. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, he did go up and throw a shoulder.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe kind of. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah. You know, at times like this, Ted, you say, what would Phil say?
Phil would say, let's go to Vegas and run a race. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, Phil would have got himself in trouble and asked to leave the gym.
All right, I can give you that.
Maybe not.
Ball goes out of bounds as Brown was trying to get it along with Aho. No foul called, but it'll be Raiders ball coming back the other way. 43-41, 2-point lead for the Rails.
1:10 to go in the game, and it is starting to get chippy.
Big interception by Werner almost. Got a big hand in there. Him and Hansen battling all night. This is Roan now. Travel going to be called on Butterfield as he tried to drive the baseline. And no doing, got called, and now the Rails, again, as you talked about, Chad, these guys have to take advantage of this. Timeout
Yeah.
taken. So, I mean, they got to take advantage of this. 57 seconds left, 43-41, 2-point lead. You know, and for really the first time all night, you know, the Raiders on the backside of that score.
Yeah, and, you know, 57 seconds left, up by 2. You don't need to rush anything. Be patient. Move the ball around.
Yeah, let them come to you and foul you if they have to.
Get the shot you want. It'll be interesting to see if they match up right away or if they go back into their 1-2-2. If they go into the 1-2-2, I'm standing, you know, by the circle waiting for them to come out and play defense. Let's burn some clock. You want the ball? I got it. Come and get it.
Absolutely.
You know, but be patient with the ball. You know, in the same time with Greenway, they don't have a foul to give either because it's bonus. You know, this is where it gets fun as a coach to just, all right, what is he thinking? You know, all right, what is the plan? I would assume that Greenway will put on a little pressure. I would. Good call.
So now Chikalski to inbound to Werner, and Werner will bring it up half court. And now there, and clock ticking, 51 seconds left. Penny.
And they just extended it up a little bit.
Inside, Werner now go. Backside to Chikalski. Again, as you talked about, Coach, if you want to come get it.
Yep, but otherwise Proctor should just play catch.
And this is Sage. But I got to tell you that Smith and Hansen are pretty quick folks, you know, and.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to get complacent.
Right.
You know, these are two big free throws here for Penny.
So that's fouls called on Holden. Roan. Hope I'm saying that right. I believe that's what Coach told me to say. I apologize to his family and friends that are watching if I did not say that correctly. And that'll be his first and at the line. Shooting 1-1 with the bonus will be Reese Penny.
But Ted, he is on the all-hair team.
He is. And can't get that to fall, and Hall comes down with the board. And Aho out of the game. So now you've got Henderson, Werner, Chikalski, Penny, and Schnabel. Schnabel playing that heavy, good defense.
Travel.
Oh, that's a big travel right there. Goes out, in and out. And foul going to be called on Crone again. That'll be his second, team's 8th.
I guess I shouldn't say travel. It looked like it from here. And then he didn't even get rewarded with it to go in. It was a nice move.
Absolutely.
Coach, why are you taking your last timeout right now?
Timeout taken with 15.7 seconds left on the clock here at the rail yard. Again, want to thank everybody who's watching. From the Proctor faithful to the Raider faithful, thank you for tuning in. Just talk a little bit about what we have coming up here next week, which is the week of the 8th. We will have boys basketball here at home against Rapids on Monday. Tuesday, we'll have girls the Mirage Hockey versus Marshall at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center. Thursday, we have the Mirage against Grand Rapids at the St. Luke Sports and Event Center. Also have wrestling. That will be live on Thursday, and that's our easy week next week. That's all we have. We got a basketball game, 2 hockey games, and wrestling, and that'll be the smallest week we've had all season.
So, Ted, I got a question about the wrestling. Do they come out, do they have walk-up music?
They don't, but I have asked, I was sitting there with Tanner Hall having that conversation about, he said, well, why don't you help me with the broadcast the first night? And I said, because the problem is that I'd be sitting there like, oh, and Billy off the top rope. Oh, wait, wrong wrestling.
Exactly.
So that's just not my gig. So Henderson at the line. And misses that, and Greenway will come down with the board. That was Rome. And that ball is going to go out of bounds on a bad pass. And that'll be a Rails ball with 10.3 seconds.
All you need to do is get it in.
Schnabel off the floor, and Aho on. And coming in for the Raiders is number 3, Tyler Sweden. He's coming in for Hansen. Because I'm going to guess because Sweden's got a foul to give.
Yep, and we don't want to get Hansen to pick. They don't want Hansen to get up number 5. Don't shoot it.
Oh, that was almost. Whoa, that's got to be
intentional, yeah. You got to call that.
And he did.
Yeah. I don't think he tried to tackle
No,
him.
I don't think
he
so
was just
either.
trying to get there to foul him.
Absolutely.
But he trucked him. That was a good tackle.
I would love to watch the kid play football. We talked about that already. I'd love to see the young man play football.
I mean, we just got to see him form tackle.
And he did.
Yeah,
He had his head off to the side. He
Yep.
did it right. You know, no neck injuries, no blasting.
Yeah.
And so going to take the text is going to be Evan Chikolsky when he hits the first.
Big free throw right there. Big free throw. And then we get the ball, too. She's done. Those were two pretty clutch free throws there by Chikolsky after getting tackled.
Yeah.
All you need to do is get it in.
So to inbound is Chikolsky. And this is Hall. Hall's going to go get it. A nice little touch. He's had a nice little touch all night.
Yeah. They put the points on for the wrong team. Troy DeWall, our clock guy, is even watching the game too close like we are.
Yes, he is. And if I'm correct, if my numbers are correct, and hopefully our stats guy will correct me, Hall has 19 points on the night.
And he's earned every single one of them.
To go along with it, like 70 rebounds.
He's got to have at least 10 to 15 rebounds.
Absolutely.
Easily. He's a fun guy to watch.
He is, very much so.
And we now know that he can tackle.
Yes. So again,
18
so
points
our
or 18
stats guy
rebounds.
and I are 1 point off. So
Rebounds?
we'll call it 18. We'll call it 18 and a half. That way we both get credit.
I think we're still looking at 15 rebounds.
Oh, easy. Double-double?
Yeah, easy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So 1.7 seconds left on the clock here. 45-43, 2 points. And here we go.
Ooh, there's a lot that can happen in 1.7 seconds.
Absolutely.
I'm scared.
Hansen back on the floor now. So
Don't throw the long
Hansen,
bomb.
Butterfield, Hall, Brown, and Smith for the Raiders defensively.
I can't watch, Ted.
And it is in. And fouled by Hansen, and that'll be Hansen's fifth.
You know,
And that'll be the 10th, and so that'll be shooting 2 with the double bonus.
You know, hats off to Hansen. He played a whale of a game tonight. You know.
So they're going to add 0.3 of a second. I thought Coach thought he was going to put on
Yeah, you're doing what?
1.7 seconds
Yeah,
on.
you're doing what?
But they are going to go to a full second. Well, there we go. So Aho to shoot 2 and misses the first.
Here come all the shooters.
So Reichard into the game now for the Raiders. So Reichard, Butterfield, Hall, Smith, and number 3, Sweden.
Hey, Ted, I want you to know if Colin drops his free throw, I'm going to buy him some more wings.
He already had enough. That's why he's shooting well.
Well, I'll buy him some
Still
more.
good. So now 3-point game here. And that is the game as the ball couldn't get put in play fast enough and move down the floor. That'll be a 46-43.
Coach Lipinski's first home win.
46-43 win here from the rail yard again. Yeah, actually, absolutely.
Yeah, congratulations to him.
Congratulations to him. You know, taking over a program halfway through within pandemic
And
stuff.
look at for as hard as these guys played and cranked on each other and elbowed and boxed out and shoved, they're pointing each other and at each other, running off the floor and clapping for each other. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely,
You know?
that's that sportsmanship piece that we always talk about, and how it's there's pride with the win, but more
Yep.
importantly, there's the sportsmanship piece that is always there.
Absolutely, you know, and hats off to J.J. Hall for, you know, saluting the team as they're going off the floor. That's a classy kid.
Absolutely, and let's talk about our ideology concept 3 stars of the game.
Okay.
You know, again, we talk every night, whether it's with the girls team or the boys. There's those 3 stars, and there's always those honorable mentions. I'd like to just throw a couple of honorable mentions in there just from the defensive standpoint, is what you talked about when we had just under 2 minutes left, and we had Owen Brenna and Dominic Jahola sitting on the bench with how hard they played tonight. A couple of fouls both ways given that maybe shouldn't have been, but they still went out there, got dirty, did the work.
Yeah, lunchbox guys, Ted. Let's get after it. Let's box out. Let's rebound. Let's, body up. And Owen and Dom both, hey, no, I want to play defense on J.J. Hall.
Right.
You give him to me. I want their big guy.
Right.
I want their best player. I want their guy that boxes out, rebounds, and screams down the floor. That's the guy I want to play defense on. He drew 10. They both fouled out, but they both played very hard defensively against him.
Absolutely. So I just want to give an honorable mention to those two, because when you hit that 3rd star, we always talk about how it's hard to figure that out unless 3 players truly had just fantastic outstanding nights.
Yeah.
So I would say, and I think we're in agreement, our 3rd star is going to go to Evan Chikolsky. Proctor played just dirty hard defensively, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 points on the night,
well,
and hit that clutch stuff at the end.
Yeah, he hit them 2 free throws there on the intentional foul, but he hit a big 3 right before that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, Evan, good job. You deserve this.
And our number 2 star of the night is going to go to Greenway's Grant Hansen. Again, we talked about him right till the waning moments when he got that last foul, and how, they just took him out because they needed to when they brought in Sweden because of his foul trouble, but they used him well. And I mean, he was in this game and he was all over the place.
He was all over the floor, and he very easily could have been the number 1 star of this game.
Absolutely.
For the way that he played. He is also on the all-hair team, Dane. The entire Greenway roster tonight is the all-hair team for this game.
They did a great job that
You're
way.
actually on the all-hair broadcast team because you're the only one that's got hair.
Whoa.
Well, you got hair, Ted.
Thank you. Wait, Carly's got hair?
Well, Carly's got hair, too. Well, yeah, it's a tie.
All-hair team tie.
All-hair team tie for the broadcast team.
And our number 1 star of the night here for the Audiology Concepts is going to be J.J. Hall. And what can we not say about J.J. Hall? He got a little frustrated down the stretch there, which is a given. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. He's an athlete. The thing that stands out.
Do you know what we haven't called him yet tonight?
What's that?
A stud.
Well, he is.
He's a stud.
Absolutely. And the thing, the one thing, if I take anything away from this game tonight, the play that I'm going to take away is that under the hoop, that one-handed reverse that he tried to get to fall, it just missed.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was power, that was strength, and just ability to get there.
Jahola and Brenna, seemed to get under his skin a little bit for playing on him so aggressively. He started to get a little jittery there. Coach took him out, gave him a little blow, come back into the game. I mean, he played very composed. He played very well after the game. He's clapping and waving to the Proctor team as they're walking off. We don't know anything about the guy.
Right.
But, that's classy to me, and hats off to Coach Early. He's got a good team. They're a good team, and they're going to start to rack up their wins here too.
Absolutely. So there's our Audiology Concept 3 stars of the game. Evan Chikolsky at the 3, Grant Hansen from Greenway at 2, and J.J. Hall, the number 1 star. Want to make sure that we get an opportunity here to thank our sponsors before we sign off. The Reed Foundation, the Rails Endowment for Academic, Art, and Athletic Development, Irving Community Club, Polling for Kids, Tamarack Building Supplies, Highway 53 in Hermantown, Heritage Window and Door in Superior, Wisconsin, Wittes Trailer Sales, ESCO, Stream Dudes for all your streaming needs, Robin Barb Schaller Charitable Foundation, Troy Service Center, Main Street, Proctor, Audiology Concepts, Superior Duluth, with 5 locations, Superior, Duluth, Grand Rapids, Edina, and Burnsville, and Len Smart Mortgage. Want to thank Phil. Want to thank all of our sponsors for all that you do. Also want to make sure that we thank our students tonight. Thank you to Dane Ullman for being here tonight, and thank you to Carly Glass, who got called in like 25 minutes before because another student couldn't make it, and here she is.
And Ted, I want you to know that through the entire game, she has kept her eye on the action and texting at the same time.
I know, it's crazy. She's good at what she does.
Hopefully you don't do that if you drive.
She's not driving
That's
just
bad.
yet.
So camera and texting is good. So, you're two thumbing it and you're moving the camera with your elbows. You're just kind of like, do. I got this.
So that's where we are. So, Coach, any final words?
No, have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. 3-day weekend. We'll be back here with basketball for boys Grand Rapids on Monday night. Until then, on behalf of myself, the coach, Dane, and Carly, thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time.
Who will our next generation be? What will they achieve? At Proctor Public Schools, we see great things in the future as we create an environment to educate, engage, and inspire our students to seek adventure, gain knowledge, and make a difference. What do we see in the next generation? We see greatness. Proctor Public Schools. Don't just plan to graduate. Graduate with a plan.